let's hope for some nice weather when they go outdoors.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
One.
Thank you, Mitch.
Thanks, Mitch. Stay with us. Gav's coming up next with all your local weather details.
This report brought to you by AMP. Investing solutions in banking, super, retirement and advice.
Switch on a Daikin Alira X split system with advanced streamer technology to remove more than 99% of harmful indoor air pollutants and surround yourself with cleaner air this summer. Daikin, perfecting the air.
Gav is here now with the weather.
And Gav, it's shaping into a very interesting November.
Certainly is. I think we're going to get a little bit of everything this month. We already have, really. First of all, though, let's take a look at this evening's weather photo. It is cloud lovers' paradise right across northern New South Wales and southern Queensland at the moment. It's a fabulous roll cloud, a great shot from Brett Nixon. Over the past 24 hours, we've seen some pretty big rain totals. Maitland, you topped the list with 54 millimetres locally. We've had some massive numbers here right throughout the northwest, just west of Tamworth. 70 to 130 millimetres of rain came down over the past 24 hours, and they've seen some flooding there locally. It's the first. I'm sure we're going to see numerous areas see some form of flooding. At the moment on the satellite, there goes that weather system. That one is moving out to sea. There's the next one, but we've got this in between again. We've got one of these lovely little gaps that will be joining us, and we certainly need to make the most of those gaps like we had on Saturday. Now, a little low's forming. That's going to move offshore. All of the instability moves to Queensland and right throughout central Australia. There's going to be some action, more big storms and heavy downpours as well. So the Alice storms in the forecast along with Darwin. In the west, Perth looking at tops of about 23 degrees. Throughout the southeast, there's a little bit of a break. Melbourne had its big day on Saturday of storms and flooding rain. Showers in between Sydney and Brisbane. Looking at the local radar and temperatures reached today, little storm cells there have been passing through, clipping parts mostly of the lower Hunter. Topping out in the mid to high 20s today throughout the upper reaches of the valley. A little bit cooler on the coast because we had a little southerly blow in today, which was nice. We've had those northerlies that have been ongoing for so long. Now the southerly will be with us again throughout tomorrow. That'll be shifting around to the east-northeast by the end of the day and spilling right across the entire region. So overall, that is going to help maintain the cloud cover. Again, there's the risk of showers and storms in the forecast. The Bureau have to put them there because there is always the possibility of. It's just a small margin that will see the potential storm cell isolated form throughout tomorrow, but it has to go in. The big day again will be later in the week, in the second half. But for tomorrow, generally fine. Again, we'll see the mid-20s unfold for most. A little bit cooler along the coast with that southeasterly. There may be just a little small cell, a small little shower cell or storm cell flare up throughout tomorrow, but generally we're going to see temperatures top out around about 27 degrees, 28 for the upper Hunter, but not looking too bad. Taking a look at conditions out on the water, still a little bit of swell hanging in there, about 1.5 metres for surfers, but again a little bit wind affected with those on shores for the day. Taking a look at the tides tomorrow, about 5 to 6 in the morning, you've got the low working to the high, 12:30, sun to rise 5:46 and down again at 7:28, and a lovely little crescent moon which is waxing at the moment. As we look at the forecast, these are the days to take, we'll make the most of. Take that little window of opportunity, enjoy it because the wet weather closing back in significantly Thursday, Friday. Strong westerly winds on Saturday, but it looks like it's going to all clear in time for the weekend, so good news. Very similar story for the upper Hunter. We may have some localised flash flooding. We may see some very nasty isolated cells about. Taking a look at the Central Coast, similar theme, basically cloud showers building for the second half of the week. What about surfers? Well, we've had a little bit of swell roll on through. That water temperature has been all over the shop. Today's southerly and tomorrow's southerly should help warm it back up again because we had a cold water upwelling. But very small waves are expected right across the entire region yet again. And a little messy and bumpy with those onshores for another day.
Thank you, Gav.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you.
And that's NBN News on this Monday, the first bulletin from our new base in Newcastle.
It's pretty nice, isn't it? From all the team, good night.
Good night.